Hey folks, welcome back. It's episode 64 of this Let's Play series of Shadow Empire. Thanks for tuning in. My name is BattleMode and we are on round 119. So, before I started recording, I spent nearly a couple of hours just kind of reacquainting myself with the game because... So basically, the academic year is finished now, so I'm free. I'm free for a bit. I've got the summer off and I should be able to spend a bit of time doing stuff that I really like doing, like this. And that's great. And it's been a few weeks really since I've been able to kind of look at this again. Really, the last sort of 3 or 4 episodes have all been recorded with a fair gap between them. So what I did was I looked through my order of battle and I thought, okay, let's try and break down this game into a set of fronts, a series of fronts, right? And I'll look at each front and see what forces I've got there and see if they're sufficient, and then try to figure out what it is that I'm going to do with regards to making each of those situations, well, just making the game a bit more winnable, particularly on this side, because I've just started this war here with Montefiore, and I should have looked a little bit more carefully. These guys are kind of tough, right? They've actually got 2 armored corps. They've got two armored cores. Now they're only light armored cores, but they're still, a core is a lot of tanks, and I don't have any. I've only got this one medium tank battalion, and these Dragon 2s are only really suitable for killing light tanks. Now they are light tank cores. They've actually got a few battalions as well, or a few brigades as well. So they've got a lot of tanks, and I don't have anything that can deal with that really, apart from these laser weapons. Now, I'm pretty sure the laser weapons have got a fair chance of being able to kill tanks, but you don't want to rely on them. What that means is, it kind of got me thinking about the game, and I was like, okay, right, I need to kind of go through this now, because I think before I was playing it very, very quickly, and I've made some mistakes, and you know, well, that's okay. We make mistakes when playing, and it's only a game. But I kind of wanted to sort of take this a little bit more seriously now. Now I've got a bit more time. I can actually sit and think about the game, you know, for a little while before I take all my turns, rather than just kind of like reeling it all off. So I'll be able to kind of decide exactly what it is that I need. Because I mean, look, this is probably absolute overkill. I mean, it did enable me to defeat Gigwa relatively quickly. I mean, what was it? About 20 episodes? Yeah, something like that. So that's probably, you know, it was a fair number of rounds. It's probably like 40 or 50 rounds, or 40 rounds, something like that. I forget exactly how many it was now. But so anyway, I've kind of gone through this, and I've just taken stock of the main of the OHQs, and I've kind of broken it down into a bunch of fronts. So I'll do this in order. First of all, I'm just going to have a quick look at the Northwest, because I've created what I've called a Northwestern Front. So the Northwestern Front literally is just this guard that I've got here, next to Rushoye packs. Now, Rushoye packs pretty much just our friends, right? So we've got the 17th Heavy Machine Gun Infantry Brigade under Chet Thallowaste. This guy's he's green. He hasn't really got any combat experience, and he is just a holding force. So we can forget about him. On the Western Front, we've got inactive service, just 2. We've got a brigade and a corps, right? So we've got the 9th Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. This is Nick Ashdown. He's a capacity 2 with an 81 command rating. He's actually really good. He's definitely the best commander we've got. He's one of the best commanders I've got in the game, and he's definitely the best on this front. So he's perfectly placed with this relatively high tech Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. However, he's not going to be able to stand up against, you know, they've got loads of cores. I don't think that these guys are actually going to attack me that soon. I don't think there's not the combat width really to get at me. So kind of here's what my plan is, right? Let me just go through the order of battle first. So we've also got the 15th Machine Gun Infantry Corps under Brianna Oldfort. She's a capacity with a command rating of 66. So these are good commanders. These are really good commanders. She's well versed in, you know, in warfare, and they've been training as well, so they're not completely green. I do need to remember to take that field training posture off once we get into battle, and I need to put him into some kind of defensive posture, because these guys are not going to be attacking, I don't think, at least not for the time being. So I've also got in transit there's another machine gun infantry corps led by Cameron Ironhill, the 12th Machine Gun Infantry Corps. This guy is not so good. He's a Cat 1 with a command rating of 30, so he's got some experience, but not very much. Now these guys, they need to be upgraded to the latest models actually. So let's get that done. Now I forget exactly. There are people have been telling me that there are ways of doing this in a kind of in a sort of a better way than I've been doing it, but I just tend to go to like each type basically, and just go through each type and just go to mass upgrade, and you can just make sure that you do it in the ones that, you know, all the same units belonging to the SHQ. So under this particular, oh no, it's the OHQ we want. There we go. So let's make sure, is there 145? Yeah, because it's a core, isn't it? So Soldier 5 to Soldier 6. Let's just mass upgrade them. So that's taking a fair bit of metal, but that's going to give these guys laser weapons. And I'm going to do the same with any of these guns that are these lasers.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, these machine guns. The machine guns are actually going to be upgraded soon as well. I think I might be upgrading my machine guns. So okay, so we've got the 12th Machine Gun Infantry Corps. They're going to be joining them. Now, what are the goals really for this mission? Let's just put the hexes on briefly. So we've got Pacifica. That's going to be our first goal, and that'll be our first target. And then we're going to move up to last camp. Now, I don't have the forces yet, and I'll discuss this shortly, but at the moment I don't have the forces to be able to take anything. Really, this is just going to be holding pattern, and I'm going to form a defensive line. Let's get my pen out. So with these guys here, with the 9th are just going to they're just going to sit here. We might even move forward when we get the opportunity, and then the 15th are going to move up like this, right? So the 15th are going to come up here, and then we're going to form a line here like that, and these are going to be backed up with some kind of something that I can use to take out the armor, because he's got a lot of armor. And then once these are formed, once these have like kind of got a line and we are relatively secure, then I'm going to move these guys, you know, they're going to come up this kind of way, I guess, and then they will take the line again. Oops, the wrong one. They will take the line again. So like, yeah, they'll take over from here somewhere like this, and then the blue will actually surround Pacifica like that. So they will then move up, and we're going to try and surround it. I figured I'm going to need about 4 machine gun infantry brigades, and they're going to be backed up with an armored. I'm going to need a heavy tank brigade. I want heavy tanks, because if we just have a look at this stuff, let me just remove all this stuff I've made. I'm sure there's a quicker way I can do that. But so we look at these tanks. They mainly got, look, 130 of these Lions. They're just like light tanks with howitzer guns. They're no damage. They're not going to hurt me. Now they do have these Phoenix 2s, which have got high velocity guns with 100mm polymer armor, so they're a lot tougher. They've got a decent hit point stack. I mean, if you compare it to the Lions, look, they've got a lot more hit points because of this polymer armor, almost 3 times. So really what we want to be doing is we want to be not taking any casualties, because I don't have much metal, and metal's a real problem for me at the moment. And I'll talk about the industry side of the things later, but just for now, we've got lots of polymer. We've got lots of rare metals, sorry, and we can make lots of polymer armor based stuff, but we don't have much in the way of metal. So metal is a bit of an issue. So I've been looking at the models that I have, and I've got 2 viable models, right? So if we look at the armor, we don't have. We've got these Dragon 2s. The Dragon 2s have got 105mm velocity guns, as we saw, but only 50mm steel plating. They were useful in the early game, but they're not so useful now. Now these blockers are a little bit better. They've got 100mm polymer armor, and they're designed to kill infantry. And these 105mm howitzer guns will do pretty well against that combat armor. So I'm going to be building some of these, but I need something to take out their armor. So we've got heavy tanks, and we've got these metal heads, 180mm high velocity gun with 150mm polymer plating, and these guys have got a pretty high, like these were a decent design if I remember right. Yeah, these are a good design look, particularly with their armor. So they got a lot of hit points. And if I'm going to be investing in these tanks when I haven't got much metal, I mean, these things are going to cost. Let me just have a look at the production cost. You see, they cost 82 metal and 200. Where are we? On 36 rare metals. Excuse me, itchy ear. So we don't want to be losing them, is what I'm trying to say. And I think we're probably better off with the heavier tanks. I've also got tank destroyers. Now let's just get these guys up as well. So you can see the tank destroyer here, and these take 82 metal and 45 rares, but they've got the same gun, but they've got a 200mm polymer plating. Now these things, 620, 827, and these are 965. So these are better in attack, whereas the tank destroyers, they don't perform so well on the offensive. They get a penalty to offense. So these will be good for holding the line against enemy tanks. In fact, they're basically like a moving a moving AT gun. The other thing we could do, of course, is to actually just build some these trimmer guns with the 300mm high velocity gun, and then I think that you can put them on. I think they can be motorized. Let me just double check this. By the way, a new patch has come out for this game, and I don't. Obviously, you won't get most of the features for it until you start a new game. So one of the features they've added is some of the stuff you'll see. For example, if we go to the regimes, you'll see now there's more information with each regime, who they're at war with, and their relations and all that kind of stuff. I don't remember seeing this before. I think this is new in this version. But also you can now call this the staff council and create your own order of battle. Sorry, your own operational level OOBs, I guess. So let me just tell you what I'm talking about. So if you go to the race formation, you can see these different formations, and where are we? These are independents. So I'll tell you what these are all made of. Where are we? We can do this in Staff Council Overview. No, that's not it. HQs, there we are. No, maybe not. Maybe it's in it must be in here somewhere. Formation types, here we are, look. So let's say we'll just take a look at something randomly, and you can see how you got this, this table of equipment. So the table of organization and equipment. And you can actually create your own now, so you can like make motorcycle armies and mix and match stuff, and that's so cool. I really want to have a play with that, but yeah, I can't do it right now. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create about 4. I've got loads of troops and I've got plenty of industrial points, so I'm going to create about 4 brigades, 4 machine gun infantry brigades. Now I don't have any portable anti-tank stuff that's any good. So if we look at the RPGs I've got, we just don't. They're just not strong. They're not going to. They might work against like buggies, but they're not going to work against tanks. Even the light tanks are going to struggle against, I think. So yeah, I'm going to make some machine gun infantry brigades, and for each machine gun infantry brigade, I'm going to make a blocker. And like those blocker assault guns as an independent regiment, and I'm also going to create a tank destroyer regiment. So I've got loads of. I should be able to do this, and I can just do them like one at a time. So I'll create one machine. In fact, I'll do it now. So we'll go to race formation, and we'll go to machine gun infantry brigade. I'm not going to use. I think I'm going to go with the machine gun infantry brigade. And then what I'll do is, yeah, I'll just have a good mix of stuff. So we want these laser quad machine guns as well, and then we'll just raise formation there. But I'm going to try and do it as close to the front as possible. Just get my logistics view. So we should be able to do this quite close. In fact, we might even be able to do it right up here. Look, let's try this. Yeah, machine gun infantry brigade. Look, we can create one here. So if we just go to razor formation. There we go, and we've got this kind of light green coloured one, and there we go. And then what the next thing I want to do is go to independent, and then we're going to make a tank destroyer. So independent tank destroyer battalion. So at the moment we can only get 90% of them there. So let's put them a bit closer. Let's put we'll raise them here. Look, independent destroyer battalion, and just 50 of these will be enough to be able to take out even the the best tanks that they've got. So let's just raise them. There we go. Look, so and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually attach those to the 18th. There we are. So they're going to be attached to the 18th, and then we're going to get. I said I was going to get a blocker as well. So that's going to be, and these basically going to be used in defense. So the more defensive guns, you know, the assault gun and the tank destroyer are going to be perfectly viable here. So where are we? We just want armor, that's right, and then we want blocker 2s. And we've got some already in our SHQ, and then we're going to raise those as well. So whilst we can't use this new sort of table of organisation and equipment rules that they've got with the new patch, we can kind of make do with what we've got. All right, okay, there we are, look. Unit admin, and let's just get those attached to the 18th. So, and then once we've got a commander in there, that's now a fairly decent unit, right? We can use that as a blocking force, and it will have some capabilities to take on enemy tanks. I know that these are large tank formations, but they're mostly not going to be able to get through the armor. And all of this is hinging on the fact that I'm intending to engage and destroy the tanks that we've got, or the tanks that they've got, at the level of using my own OHQ. So I'm going to go for a heavy tank and heavy armor brigade. I can't make it this turn. I might be able to make it a bit closer actually. Where are we? We make it here. No, so we can't, and the reason being is because we've used up probably metal, is it? Yeah, we've not got enough metal, so I'll wait till next turn. But what I'm going to do is, at least we've got one brigade now and some tanks, just in case, you know, they come at me quick, and I don't think they will. Wow, I've been talking so much, I've given myself a sore throat, so just bear with me a sec. Okay. Yeah, it's been so exciting kind of getting back into this and sort of thinking about how I'm going to go, how I'm going to actually engage in this war, because he's actually fighting on several fronts, and I don't think all of this stuff is going to be able to engage me. But the AI on in Caranon packs, for example, and I think they're also at war with Roshoye packs as well. I think that they're not going to get so much pressure from them. I think they're mostly going to be getting pressure from me. So whilst I can probably, I'm safe in thinking that I don't think all of these forces are going to be directed at me. They are going to direct a fair amount of forces at me. So even with these laser guys dug in, it's going to be, we do need to ensure that we've got some armor capabilities, anti-armor capabilities. And like I say, I do have this independent tank, medium tank battalion as well. All right, so that's the Western Front. We've talked about the Northwest. The next is what I've called the Vertillo Front. So this is not really an active war zone, but we have the 13th Machine Gun Infantry Corps under Wilbur Jura Walker, Cap 2. Not much. He's not very experienced. These guys are up to date, and they just need to get a bit more supply. We've got some trimmer guns and PKs. The PKs being the 80mm guns, and the trimmer guns being the 300 millimeter. Again, there's not really enough here to stop a sustained attack. Now, I'm not expecting Vertillo to go to war with me anytime soon. They're currently like maxed out with friendship, but you never know, they might invade. So we need something here, and this is not going to be enough. So I would estimate that I'm going to need maybe another 2 or 3 machine gun infantry battalions just to be able to hold the line in case I need to. That would probably be enough for me to be able to form some kind of defense in depth and cover my flanks. I'd also probably want another heavy tank battalion just to be able to engage these tanks without much fear of them being destroyed themselves. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to focus on the Western Front. Okay. Let's go to the what I've called the Eastern Front. The Eastern Front is basically just these guys. So we've got the 3rd Machine Gun Infantry under Camden Quintdark, who is a Cap 2 command rating 24. And then we've got the 4th Light Infantry Corps under Logan Ironman. And he's a Cap 1 with a command rating of 45. He's actually a decent commander. He's just a Cap 1. These guys just showing face, basically, to my biggest, what is probably the biggest rival in the game. So they're just sat there. And again, they're not going to be enough if he decides to come for me. But I don't think he is. He has been moving a lot of troops around here, and this would be a good place to pinch me off. But I just don't think that he's going to do that yet. He doesn't. They are cold. Just got to be a bit careful. I've got to keep my eye on that situation basically, and just try to do some diplomacy and just make sure that they stay friendly with me for the time being, as long as I can. Okay, so down into the what I've called the Gigwa Front, or the South Front, I suppose, or the Southeast Front. We've got the 8th Siege Infantry Brigade under Naomi Gipford. Decent commander. Loads of experience. These guys are going to be redeployed pretty soon. I'm going to start redeploying these once I figured out where they're going to go, and it might take them a while to get redeployed over to this side. And honestly, I think with the amount of troops that I've got, money's okay. Money's okay. Let's just go to the Treasury Cash Flow Overview. Yeah, we are losing 2,000 a turn at the moment. I think we're building stuff as well. So I don't really want to be paying too many more troops. So I probably want to start redeploying these guys over to the Western Front if I can. The problem is it just takes ages. Okay. We've got the 6th Machine Gun Infantry Corps under Zero Sanders. Zero Sanders is a Cap 1 with loads of experience. He's not bad. We've got the 14th Mechanized Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. She needs retiring. Oh, it's a he. I can't tell with some of these pictures sometimes. Yeah, it wasn't him. There's another one that needs retiring. Oh, it's Michael Blackhand's here. Look, he's 72. He's kind of on his way out. Look, his command rating's only 1. Like, he's not good. He needs to go. So I'm going to actually replace him. In fact, let's retire him now. He's not in. He's not. It's the 10th Infantry. They're probably not going to be used a whole lot. So let's get him retired. I've got loads of political points, so I'm just going to get him retired, I think. Let's try the silver retirement. Michael Blackhands. Okay, so we've just got to remove him first. I forgot you have to do it like that. So I'm just going. I might leave it for now. He's just not very good. He's like really not much better than no OHQ commander. Yeah, we might need him as well. I think I will relieve him now.
Roger that.
So he's not very happy, but that's just the way that it goes. And then what I'll do is I'll retire him, I think, because yeah, difficulty 49.
Roger that.
Failure. He refused to retire. But it did make him lose 82 seniority points. Okay, so he didn't want to go. Well, we'll try it next time. I don't want to waste too many political points on that. Okay. We've got the 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. They've been doing some work. And Alistair De Niro, Cap 3, command rating 51, good guy. We've got the 11th Machine Gun Infantry Brigade here under Roberta Kryptonsight. She's kind of new, not very good. although she has got some experience. We've got the 2nd here. Where are these guys? Yeah, we've got the 2nd Machine Gun Infantry Corps under Cyrus Underwood. Again, he's got plenty of experience, and they're going to be redeployed. I am going to redeploy these guys, most likely to the Western Front now, because the 1st also I'm going to redeploy them, and I'm probably going to get them close to an SHQ, and then I'll turn them into a core level, I think. 10th we talked about. We've got the 1st Armoured Brigade under Devona Meteor Mate. She's looking a bit old, but she's not bad. She can stay where she is for the time being. Once this war's done, I'll retire her, I think, and put someone else in there. We've got the 7th Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. I forget if we've spoken about them already. He's a Cap 2. He's okay. He's staying. Cliff Pete Lord is commanding the 5th Light Infantry Brigade. Again, he's not a bad commander. He's going to be instrumental in taking Maori, something like that. Okay, and I think that's about it. I might have missed some. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's the main formation. So we're kind of aware now of what we've got in each of these kind of different theatres, and I'm gonna keep most of this stuff here in order to take Maori and just finish off Gigwa. I think we're going to be done with Gigwa pretty soon. This is Routehead Federation. We are at war with them. We'll need to take that afterwards. I might leave that on into the 1st. Get them to go in. Also, just got to be a little bit careful about logistics down here too. Wow. Well, my throat's really sore now. So, let's start looking at the turn. Yeah, so you can see Gigwa really just trying to concentrate their forces in just to try and hold out as long as they can. They made an attack here. They killed 200 soldiers, but we didn't move. I think that might have been the only battle in the turn, if I remember right. That was on the Western Front, Montefel, just responding to our invasion. This is Vertillo, just reorganising as usual. Yeah, so now we're going to look at the vidcom. We discovered a metal in Opal Mount. Oil drilling facility was removed, another one, and we're in the full-blown time of culture. We've discovered charged Gauss small arms. And then we've got a load of cards. Okay, so let's have a look how we're going to go about this. This side of this war is done. The Siege Infantry Brigade here probably want to... I want them in active use, so I'm actually going to start moving these guys back. Let me just have a look at Maysville. Have we got any troops? No, we haven't really got any troops here. So what I need now is... Oh, the other thing I didn't talk about. With the Western Front, I need to make some police units as well. Some units that can just act as police. I've learned my lesson from this one. I don't want to be using my invasion forces as police. So... That's non-aligned forces. Yeah, this is... I need to be careful because I don't want Robosphere Republic pushing me back. I might actually bring these guys round and start using them to push back some of this territory. I think that's a good use for them. I think I might have been moving these back last time, but let's just keep them. Let's just keep them here. Let's just try and remove the last of the traces of these enemies. See if we can push them back here.
All clear, sir.
Okay. We've got a pocket here.
Move it now.
Don't expect I shall take any casualties there.
All clear, sir.
Yeah, this is all part of Gigwar's territory. I'm just going to put my supply overlay on so that we're not running too far out of supply. I don't mind going a little bit out. We've just got that Delta shelter, which is a refugee camp.
Mission accomplished.
There we go. Just chasing down their fleeing troops with buggies. It's always fun. Oh, we've literally just got one troop, look. 100 men.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, they're defeated. Warsaw? Or Warsaw. The 10th? 10th now don't have commander, so we'll move them anyway. I don't know. Like that's yeah. They might be useful in taking route head. So let's move them down this direction. Okay. First Armour Brigade. Have a think about how we're going to go about this one. I think I was aiming to try and push around and envelop them, wasn't I? So let's see if we can do that. 7th here. Let's see if we can get them round. Okay, so that we've got an envelope there. A pocket, sorry. No, we're not going to be able to do that this turn. Now, do I try and attack here? Or do I try and just get round them? This is definitely something I can do. Got to be careful we don't get cut off ourselves. Hope I've got enough troops to do this. See if we can push these guys back here. Ooh. I think we managed it though.
No harm? Yeah, right.
We don't want to engage too much with... Yeah, let's try and get these... Let's try and get the Armour Brigade kind of encircling maybe. Although it looks like I might be good for a direct attack here. Yeah, we definitely need the medium tanks.
Advancing. Do no harm?
There we
Yeah,
go.
right.
Yeah, we don't want to engage those tanks while we've not got enough action points to be able to follow through with it. Yeah, they've got plenty of they've got all sorts of defences here, so that's better though. That's a better bet.
Advancing.
The more we can destroy now, the better, really.
Enemy down.
But I don't want to be doing it at the expense of losing troops.
Bring in the tanks.
This is a bit risky. This is, but these guys are falling back. So, okay. Okay, we've got some artillery now. So let's start bombarding them.
Roger that.
Don't know if we managed to get... No, we didn't destroy anything. We barely touched them. They only had a few combat rounds, to be fair, so... We might just be able to get in on the city this turn. It's not looking good, is it? There's going to be really heavy losses. We don't want to do that. Even this top, they're well defended. They're well. Oh, they're not that well entrenched, actually. Surely we can get in here. Maybe not. They're on no retreat. That's probably part of the reason. Try and get some more troops around, so we don't want to get cut. We don't want to get cut off here. See, this is a weak link here. But honestly, if they attack those and push them back, it's not really the end of the world. They've just got so this is really dense, you know, densely defended. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer. They probably are going to be running out of supplies. Oh no, maybe not, because it looks like they haven't. They might be here. Maybe these guys are getting low. Yeah, we're definitely getting better combat odds against those. They must be low on supply there. Okay, so they're probably not got enough to be able to push me back. Yeah, still going to be really, really terrible combat odds. Yeah, we're not going to manage this. I think I'm just going to leave that. Okay, so we've got this mechanized infantry. I think I'm going to move these mechanized infantry out. I don't think they're going to be useful now. I think they're done. So I'm gonna bring those guys back for the most part. These two are still in use, but I'm going to bring these back and I'll bring them over to the Western Front, where they can join the 9th and the 15th. It's going to be the same with the 2nd here. I think the 2nd I'm going to move, so let's get these guys. Get these guys out here. I think they've literally just arrived. They literally just arrived. I might upgrade these. I might make them an independent motorized artillery regiment. So and then we need to get them into a place where they can get the transports. There we go. Awesome. All right, so we've actually got transports for these. We haven't got quite enough to fully carry them, so next time I'll get some more, but that will make those guys a little bit more mobile. Because I was an idiot dragging those all the way by just on foot. What have we got here? This is the 34th, I think. Sorry, not the 34th, the 11th. I think the 11th can also probably bring the 11th up onto the Eastern Front, so we've got another brigade just in case anything does kick off. You cannot be too prepared in this game. You cannot be too prepared. There's no such thing as too prepared. You can have excessive forces in defence without doubt. You know, unnecessary amounts of troops. You know, just sat around, and you don't. That's not going to be a useful thing. Let's get these bikes out. No, we can't replace them. Okay. Now we've got the 16th here as well. There's another machine gun infantry corps. I'm going to put these guys on this border here, on this Eastern Front. I think that was what the original plan that I had for them anyway. And that makes sense because, yeah, this is a bit weird. This is looking a bit scary. They might just be, you know, facing front with us, but they might be planning an invasion. I don't know. I don't know how the AI works there. So, okay, I've kind of done this all backwards today because I started off talking. Let's have a look at the decisions. Barnes wants portraits in school. Meritocracy and fist.
Yes, sir.
Go on then. Militia learns from experience. More mercenaries.
Copy
Yeah, okay.
that.
So, experience of militia units has gone up. Incident with traders. That's this guy been doing something he shouldn't be doing.
Understood.
Let's just reverse the decision there, and I'll have to figure him out later. Minor worker strike in Matriuni. Matriuni. I forget which one that is. Just have a look there. Oh, there it is. Look here. Yeah, we don't have any troops here at all. So no wonder there's a strike. Can we actually raise... No, we can't raise formation. I need to get some policing units down here. Well, there's one at least. I think I'm just going to pay them for the time being.
Aye, aye, sir.
Zone city upgrade. Bieterfer and Salzburg. Salzburg probably does want to be upgraded, I'd say.
Yes, sir.
Bieterfer I'll leave.
Sir, roger that, sir.
And carrying on Pax demands release of a spy. Let's just refuse the payment here. This guy. Spies will be executed. Who are you? Yeah, he's just another warmonger. Let's accept the offer.
Yes, sir.
Going to annoy less people. Okay, I am aware that I haven't been doing much with the stratagem cards. To be honest, at this point of the game, I don't really bother with them so much unless I really need them. Like, I'm sure that I can min-max my empire even more, but the game is getting unwieldy enough without me going through these every turn, and there's just loads of them. I've pretty much got... Oh, it seems like the performance on the game's improved a little bit in the last patch. Maybe not. Yeah, it is a little bit better. Anyway, I will need to start recruiting some of these military cards. So I might just recruit, because I'm going to have to... It's going to
Roger that.
add a couple of these, and hopefully I get some more next turn. So autocratic doctor cap 4, that would be pretty useful. Scavenger feeling gunner cap 4. We get heart if we get him. I'll leave it for now. And then yeah, I'm basically going to roll the turn on. I'm not going to do much more here. I need to be a bit careful with my metal and everything else. So let's go to the second SHQ to make sure we've got enough ammunition here. So, come on, there we are. No, we need more ammo, so let's build some ammo.
Understood.
And we are, what are we low on? We're losing a lot of metals, but probably transfer some over from the first SHQ, so let's just transfer some machines over. Oh, yeah, that's right. Machines.
Yes, sir.
And what else have we got? I think everything else is probably okay. We could probably transfer some food over too.
Yes, sir.
I forget if we were still having trouble with food. Yeah, we are losing it a little bit, but it's not a big problem. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the episode there. I think that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm not, like I say, I don't really need to do much more. I don't think there will be. Yeah, I want to save my metal. I think the next thing I definitely need to build for the Western Front is this heavy tank brigade. I think the heavy tank brigade is going to be really important, because if I've got, basically once I've got enough tanks to be able to fight against these, they'll be able to prop up my existing forces. Like, these corps are going to do okay defending, but they're not going to do well against tanks. They will take losses. But if I've got heavy tanks backing them up, tank destroyers and some assault guns, They're not going to stand much of a chance. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting to go through a bit of a sort of end game, you know, beginning of the end game status update, and just kind of have a look at what forces we've got in a little bit more detail, and try to figure out what we need. To see if there's anything I missed. Yeah, that's mostly it. I think there are some other bits and pieces that I could build. I do need to remember to get some policing units, but for the most part, it's just going to be built. It's going to be bringing these guys, you know, like these new brigades that I'm creating, and you know, the tank battalions that I'm going to be bringing in, just to kind of back everything up. I probably want some buggies and, you know, just stuff that I can use to quickly take territory. But I'll have a think about that later. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.